Ants are one of the most common pests encountered in homes and places of work. There are more than 10,000 known ant species found across the globe, and are a subject of constant study by entomologists and scientists. Ants are truly fascinating creatures. If you don't believe us, there are 8 facts about ants that will definitely change your mind. Ants are ridiculously strong, as they boast the ability to carry between 10 and 50 times their own body weight. This strength is very much species dependent, as the Asian weaver ant, for example, can lift 100 times its own mass. This superpower was recently the subject of a study at Arizona State University, where they discovered that due to the small size of these insects, ants' muscles have a greater cross-sectional area relative to their body size compared to larger animals, enabling them to produce more force. Did you know that ants don't have any ears? This does not mean that they are deaf, as they use vibrations to hear when foraging for food or as an alarm signal. They use the vibrations in the ground to hear by picking them up in the subgenal organ, which is located below the knee. Not only are ants without ears, but they don't have any lungs either. Their size means that they don't have space to accommodate a complex respiratory system, such as ours. Ants breathe oxygen through spiracles, which are a series of holes on the sides of their bodies. These spiracles are connected through a network of tubes, which help to distribute the oxygen to almost every cell in their body. Now, to say there are many ants in the world is likely one of the greatest understatements we can make. 1 million ants for every human, in fact. Ants have pretty much conquered the entire planet, with the exception of Antarctica, the Arctic, and a handful of other islands. Entomologist Ted Schultz says that ant presence in the world is arguably the greatest success story in the history of terrestrial metazoa. Something many people also don't know about these little guys is that they have 2 stomachs. One stomach is for holding food for their own consumption, and the second acts as a holding chamber to be shared with other ants. How about that? This process is known as trophallaxis and allows an ant colony to work extremely efficiently. Ants can swim too. Well, not all species don their swimming caps and tackle lengths of their local swimming pool, but some can do their own version of the doggy paddle and be able to float for long periods, showing just what amazing survivors these creatures are. These survival instincts have also made them into arguably one of the greatest farmers on the planet. Just like humans raise cattle and fish to obtain food sources, ants will do the same with other insects. The most common occurrence of this is with aphids, where ants will protect aphids from natural predators and shelter them in their nests from heavy rain showers in order to gain a constant supply of honeydew. Our last amazing fact on today's starring insects is that they are as old as dinosaurs. A study from Harvard and Florida State Universities discovered that ants first rose during the Cretaceous period, around 130 million years ago, where they not only survived the period that killed the dinosaurs, but saw through the Ice Age too. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Prime8 News, and until our next presentation, thanks for watching.